Hello friends, today I want to talk about the power of journaling and the way I journal. I like to journal on pen and paper because I find that when I write on pen and paper that my thoughts become clearer. I understand what's going on inside of me and what I need to work on, what needs to change, and why I feel the way I feel. I make plans for the future. I work through painful issues repeatedly until I find the solutions. I write affirmations, gratitude. I write a timeline of events that I want to remember in years to come. I feel that the physical act of writing with pen and paper to be therapeutic. It's a way of clearing out the chaos in my mind. It's a brain dump, a download. I get rid of the noise in my head, and it gives me space to think. And I find that the more and more I write about the moans and the groans of life, might be on a daily basis or a weekly basis, I will eventually get bored of moaning and groaning and blaming and feeling low and feeling sad, and I will look for solutions, and I will start reading and do my affirmations and gratitude, and it will help me find a solution. So, how often do I journal? I can journal a minimum of once a week at the weekend, but if I'm feeling really low, going through a really hard time, I will journal almost daily, and it might be 3 times a day if I have the time to journal 3 times a day, and it will all depend on how great I'm feeling or how bad I'm feeling. But when I'm in a state, I will increase my meditation, I will read more positive thoughts, I will do more affirmations, I will do more gratitudes, and I will let God talk to me, let the universe talk to me and give me answers. I also like to, in my journal, write about future plans. I might do this weekly or monthly, just to try and figure it out. I will write affirmations and gratitudes daily, or a minimum of maybe 3 times a week, or I will increase everything depending on the state of me. I keep a memory journal, which is really just about dates that I want to remember in the future and things that have happened. And in terms of what time of day do I journal, well, I don't really have a fixed time of journaling. A lot of people say do it in the morning, do it in the evening. I do it whenever I find the time, whenever I feel I need to let things get out and figure it out. Sometimes I find if I do it in the morning and I haven't had a good night's sleep and I'm in a mood, sometimes I find it useful, sometimes I don't. If I do it in the evening, I'm in a mood. Also, I'm very cautious that I always end my journaling sessions, especially if the mood is not good, with positive thoughts, with affirmations, gratitudes, some sort of positive something. So I don't go to bed with that thought. Likewise, if I do journaling in the morning, I'm in a mood, I have to end actually all of my journaling sessions whatever time of day that I do it in, or whatever day in the week I do it in, they have to end with a positive something. What have you learned? What have you realized? What is the affirmation? How are you going to move forward? And will not end on a negative note, because then I will just go into more of a slump. And then again, this is where I will increase my meditation, increase my positive reading, increase my affirmations and gratitude. I will work very hard to shift it. So the next question, what do I do with my old journals and my new journals? So more than maybe 15 years ago, I started decluttering the house, which I still haven't finished. But one of the questions was, do I keep my old journals? Now, if I am venting, and all my journals include all my venting, and there's a whole heap of negativity in them, and that is dead weight. So I have a lessons learned journal, which I write my lessons learned in. I throw all the old journals that are negative, ranting, venting out. Even my affirmation journals, I might not keep all of them, and the gratitude journals, I might not keep all of them. I might just write the affirmations I want to remember, and maybe the gratitudes I want to remember, that I want to repeat and write like lines. And in terms of memory keeping, I have a little book where I write the dates and the memory that I want to remember. And like I said, I have a lessons learned book, and I have an affirmations and gratitude book. So those are the books that I keep. But in terms of day-to-day, weekly journaling, where I am venting, I don't actually keep a book. Or if I keep a book, I will shred it. Otherwise, I write on loose pieces of paper, and I don't keep the rant, I don't keep the pain, I let it go. It's dead weight, it's done, it's dusted. But I do write the lessons learned, I do write the memory, I might create a new affirmation from it, a new gratitude from it, and I will keep that. But the actual working through things and figuring things out, I will not keep at all. I might keep it in a book for a short period of time until I finish that book, and once that book is finished, that book will get shredded. Because, like I said, it's decluttering, it's dead weight. I've learnt the lesson, and it's just negative energy in the house, and I don't want to keep that because I have moved on from it. Now, a lot of people keep their journals. Now, I think it is useful to keep journals because it helps you see how far you've grown. But if you're like planning and designing things and working through ideas for something in your life, it's good maybe to keep those, like your lessons learned, or if you've got a business, or things like that help you see how far you've gone, or you've forgotten an idea but you know you wrote it in a book somewhere. I think it's worth keeping that kind of journal. Like I keep my lessons learned journal. I go back and I review those maybe once a week or once a month, just to remind me, what have I learned, what do I need to remind those things, and I'll keep them. But a journal where I'm just venting, I will not keep. But if you've got something where you're working on your business, working on your side hustle, working on your career, and there are things that you've learnt, there are things that you want to remember, then that's a different kind of journal. Maybe you can call it a commonplace book or a learning journal. But anyway, that's how I journal. Basically, if I'm in a mood, it's on a scrappy piece of paper, or it's in a throwaway book that I will not keep. I will only keep the lessons learnt, and I'll keep some affirmations and gratitude, and some memory keeping in terms of date, what happened, and just remember that. But I don't always do that either. I write on pen and paper because I absolutely love it. I think that's the only way for it to all come out, and I will write as much as it takes to figure it out, and I will work hard at figuring it out. And I will also use meditations and any positive affirmations or any positive self-help book that I'm reading that helps me figure out, or any spiritual reading that helps me figure out what is going on. And I will trust and have faith, and I will keep patience, and I will not expect the answer to come tomorrow or in the evening if I've written in the morning. Sometimes the answers come after a week, after a month, or they might come the next day. But the thing is, for us to hear the solution of a problem, we cannot have a cluttered mind. The cluttered mind is cluttered, therefore it cannot hear God's touching or the universe touching you, because there's just no space to listen. So why I write on pen and paper is get the rubbish out. Why do I throw it away? Get the rubbish out. Create space, so then when there is space, I can hear clearly. So that's how I journal. I hope you found this useful. I hope that you start to journal on pen and paper and find your rhythm. And don't worry about all the things that you see on Instagram or YouTube about pretty journals. Just use it as a tool to make your life happier, better, and work through your problems. And let's face it, we all have problems. We all have things that we don't enjoy in life. And writing to ourselves is a really good way of figuring it all out. And even keeping, I've started to keep a book of quotes now because I like quotes, and they help me be more positive. They help me rethink life and see things in a different way. So find your rhythm, and it doesn't have to be pretty, and you don't have to keep it all. You just need to know who you are and what works for you, and do your thing. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.